Hey y'all, it's been a minute since the last season of the Alana L Cooper Show. And so this video is just a quick video, just updating you guys on what has happened between June of 2021 and March of 2023. Almost a whole 2 years since the Alana L Cooper Show season 5 has come out. So there was a lot of questions. Where have we been? Where have we been? So this is quick, but very sufficient for those who have been asking what has been happening in the meantime. What has had us take so long during hiatus? You know, talk shows go on hiatus for like a few months or even a year because they come out with like maybe a season or the maximum 2 per year, you know, because of recordings, the editing, the processing, and, you know, all of those kind of things. So this, though, on the other hand, I did not expect to be gone for so long. 2 years, almost 2 years is a long, long time for me. Normally, I put out seasons every 3 months, every 4 months. So yeah, like twice a year, you will see the season come out. But I am so grateful to God because no time has been wasted, you know, in his presence during that time. So what has happened? So March of 2021, I got engaged and I got married, thank God, September 2021. So the show ended in June. I was engaged and wedding happened a few months later. So I was very, very busy, not just with the wedding, but spiritually preparing my life to be a wife. And so I am married. So I am married. So I am no longer Alana L Cooper. I am Alana L Cooper-Russ. And I will get to the question about why I didn't change the show name as well, because I know people are wondering that. I've been asked that. So I want to just make sure I just give you guys a little something. Okay, so after I got married, we had to settle in. We moved from our, family's, place, and we moved a little further in Jersey. And then right after we got settled, I got pregnant. Right after I got pregnant, 9 months later, I had a whole baby. So in between those times, I did want to come back out with the show. A couple of things were not solidified as far as like I was struggling, with stamina and energy to be able to produce these episodes, consistently. And then I left off in the middle of the season of season 5. What I was supposed to do was, what the plan was to do 5 episodes, a mini hiatus, and do the next 5. And I had some stuff pre-recorded, but I wasn't released to give it out. And, I believe it was all for God's purpose and will. I see myself every season coming back bigger and better than ever. Now I was just believing God for the quick work because I want to produce more episodes, more seasons and episodes consistently. So when I say consistently, I don't mean like I'm doing every week throughout the year. No. Because I don't always have something to say. And so I'm very strategic of how I plan the show. Like I ask God the topics, what does his children need to hear? And I have to be educated on that topic as well. So for me, I don't like to speak about things too much or debate about things too much that I'm not convicted on, persuaded on, that I don't know nothing about, too much. So I truly like to be able to speak from a place of experience, biblical knowledge, revelation, things like that. So when you hear me passionately speaking, I have truly either lived it or already living it or have a revelation about, about something in it, though, I've attached to, my inner man has latched onto. So that's where I'm speaking from. I'm not just speaking because I have a platform to speak. I used to do that in the past. I don't do that anymore. So in between that time, got married, got pregnant, had a baby. Yeah. And one thing I like about myself is if I don't get an okay to go, I'm not really going, because I learned about myself that if I go before God, I'm not really backed, by the Holy Spirit. And that's an issue for me. I really love to go with protection. I love to go where I'm backed and where I can feel secure. So yes, I stepped away for a longer period of time than I had ever have done that before, but it was necessary. And I believe no time was wasted, because these topics are incredible. The second question was, why didn't I change the show's name? At first, because of creativity. I just like the way it sounds. I like the way it looks on paper. I just love it. I think it has a sophisticated edge to it. Just really like physical things, practical things. And I'm heavy on names. I'm heavy on like, once you're married, the two become one. So I went over it with God, didn't hear anything, really considering against it. And at that time, I was reminded, and I brought to the Lord's attention that I had already trademarked. I was already in the process. And so I was like, Lord, you told me to trademark, so I don't believe it's a mistake. I don't believe, anything is really wrong with it, because I'm still a Cooper. And I believe down the line, I will eventually change the name. I just have not found another name for the show too. And I'm not the type of person to just, because a circumstance has changed in my life, go changing things just because. I'm really not that kind of person. I seek the Lord on it. If I'm not convicted about something, I'm not going to do it. So I have not been convicted truly about changing it to the Alana L Rush Show. First of all, that doesn't even sound right to me. And I know it's, for some people, it's like, oh, you're married. It doesn't, what do you mean it doesn't sound right? I'm a creative person as well. And I'm very, there's a few things about me. I'm very much like, things gotta look right, sound right, just be in order in all aspects. I'm not just the spiritual girl. I'm also the practical girl. I'm also like creative girl. And the Alana L Coopershow, that's the name that God gave me the second season. I'm sticking with it until he gives me a different name. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with my name. He can give me a total different name. I don't know where he's taking this show as far as names and logistics sometimes, but I'm down for the ride. So that's the reason why I didn't change it to the Alana L Rush Show. I'm not convicted on doing that. And so I don't do anything just because of say so, or just because it makes myself or somebody else feel good. I'm not that type of person. So that is where we've been, and that is why I have not changed the name. Does that mean that I'm not married? Absolutely not. In all of my intros, you will hear me, in all of my outros, you will hear me say Alana L Cooper-Russ. It is on all my documents. It is my signature, but this show is named the Alana L Cooper Show, and I don't see any reason to change it because Cooper is still in my name. So I hope that bless you all. I hope that answers your questions. And I just wanted to tell you guys like where we've been, because I know people have been wondering where we've been. So that has happened in my life. And I believe that it is God's will what has taken place. And I don't believe we will be gone for much longer like that again, because we are already preparing ahead of time. And I am super excited to see where God takes this show just this year. So stay tuned for more, and more. Season 6 is in the building, y'all. Oh yeah, season 6, the Lord told me to start fresh. Don't pick up from season 5. Season 5 was season 5. We left it there. It had 5 episodes. And then he told me to continue on with just 5. Because that's what I can dedicate myself to at this time with all my responsibilities that are outside of this show. I want to be able to give this show my all effectively, right? Make sure that I'm being a good steward over it. And I cannot say that I can do 10 episodes. So I'm going to stick to 5 per season, but it will be heavy 5s that's coming your way. Heavy hitters. You won't need 10. You'll be going back to the 5 episodes while we're in hiatus, which won't be long. So I give all the glory and honor to God. And I thank you guys for watching. Where have we been? Because I know that I've been getting that question a lot. So I hope I answered your questions, and I hope it was clear. And I am excited for you all to see Saturday's episode. Do not forget, we're coming back out on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on YouTube Live. See y'all later.